Alfredo Angulo, 26 years of age, slight height advantage for Cosme Rivera. Angulo weighed in at 153 pounds, Rivera at 151.5. On our unofficial scales, you can see that Angulo has added nearly 12 pounds, while Rivera has actually dropped 1.5 pounds on our unofficial scales. Time for the rules with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Alfredo Angulo Cosme Rivera fight is scheduled for 10 rounds using the rules of the Florida State Athletic Commission. There is no 3-knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. In case it is caused by accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards after 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 10th and final round. Bob!
All right, we're fired up for our triple header. Now for the formal introductions, our ring announcer for the evening, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Bank Atlantic Center here in Sunrise, Florida. Happy St. Valentine's Day and welcome to an evening of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. It's HBO's Boxing After Dark, and it's all brought to you by Don King Productions in association with Rothstein, Rosenfeld, Adler Attorneys at Law, and sponsored by V. Giorgio Vodka, the Boba Restaurant Group, Renato Watches, and Q-Task, all bouts sanctioned by the Florida State Boxing Commission. This first bout is a co-promotion with Gary Shaw Productions. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring the bout: Michael Pernick, Mike Ross, and Peter Trematera. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Feliz Acemenio. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing. This is in the super welterweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white with red, officially weighing 151.5 pounds. Professional record, 31 victories, including 23 knockouts with 11 defeats. 2 bouts even, from Huatabampo, Mexico, Cosme Chino Rivera. Fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing black with silver, official weight 153.5 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 14 bouts, 14 victories, including 11 knockouts. Damas y Caballeros de Mexicali, Mexico, the #1 ranked super welterweight in the world, Alfredo El Perro Angulo.
Gentlemen, you have received instructions in the dressing rooms. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Shake hands. Good luck. God bless.
Inevitably, Alfredo Angulo here will be measured against how Joel Julio and Andre Berto performed against Cosme Rivera, especially since Angulo is the naturally larger fighter in this fight.
Alfredo Angulo and Cosme Rivera scheduled for 10. Papa Max Kellerman and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world and Hall of Famer Lennox Lewis joining us here at ringside.
Hello.
You know, we asked Angulo about having to get ready for different opponents. He said, "Hey, my order would have been a bit awkward. Rivera has more of a normal style, so it was easy to prepare." Leonard, do you think, Lennox, in that situation that it is true because he's going against a more conventional style in Rivera than the awkward Mayorga?
In some cases, Mayorga makes an easy target to get knocked out, and I would rather box him instead of this guy because he's more seasoned.
Angulo represented Mexico at the 2004 Olympics in Athens. Rivera had 10 amateur bouts on his resume. He's been a pro since 1993. This is the 342nd fight on Cosme Rivera's resume.
And I heard Cosme Rivera came in 15 pounds lighter for this fight
than Angulo did.
Yeah, I mean, it should really show in the fight. Maybe it could be better for him or worse for him.
Rivera said, "Hey, listen, I took the fight because I was ready, and it's on HBO, and $7,000 payday."
I don't think it could be better for Cosme Rivera in this case, because it's not as though Angulo comes in out of shape. He comes in at a good fighting weight and is in shape, and has shown in the past he has good stamina, Angulo.
This is not uncharted waters either for Rivera. His career has been littered with short notice fights.
And he always performs well, it seems.
Pushing out his punches right there. Angulo misses with a left cross. Combination there from Rivera.
And there's a cut. Angulo looks like he's got a cut over the left eye.
Angulo in the black.
Or the right eye.
And Rivera in the white. There is a cut on the right eye of Alfredo Angulo.
Now Cosme Rivera has dropped Joel Julio and Andre Berto and cut Alfredo Angulo.
Tan by Angulo got in. Rivera seems pretty calm and poised as he shoots off another combination. Get a closer look at that cut in between rounds for Alfredo Angulo. Angulo digs the body a little bit against the taller Rivera. Second left got in by Rivera.
Rivera's keeping really busy, and he's moving around, making himself a difficult target. And this is what he needs to do. He needs to stay away from him, not get any silly punches, but pile up the points.
Angulo digs the body, went up to the head. Rivera trying to counter. Bad cut on the right eye of Angulo.
Angulo really needs to pick up the pace now because of this cut, because you never know down the line what's going to happen.
He's fighting like he knows that.
Good right hand over the top by Rivera. With that said, final seconds of round number one. Some drama for Alfredo Angulo. This was from an accidental clash of heads that go to the scorecards after 4 rounds are complete.
Got to work him a little bit more. Look at that jab a little bit. Press him a bit more. Press him and use the jab. You're good. A little bit of Vaseline there.
And the referee has said it's from a punch. We think it's from a clash of heads. Let's take a look right here. Heads come together. Is that where the cut began? Right there.
Oh, yes.
That
was a clash of heads, and
the referee has signaled to us that it's from a punch, but we've just shown a replay here where it's clearly a clash of heads. That changes the whole subplot here, because if Angulo cannot continue because it was ruled because of a punch, it's a TKO win for Rivera as opposed to having to get to 4 rounds and get to the scorecards. That is a very, very critical determination by the referee, although our replays show that it was a clash of heads.
Well, the referee thought it was a punch, but it was definitely a head. We've seen it.
Lennox, now take us into the mindset of the inexperienced Angulo. He's gotten cut. He knows it's from a punch. What is he thinking right now?
Well, you know, this is where he goes back into his corner. And his corner people say to him, well, don't worry, we've got everything under control. Because most importantly, they want their fighter to relax and not really worry about a cut. So as long as they've got a good, experienced cut man in there to take care of the cut, I don't think he should have anything to worry about.
Good jab by Rivera. At least here in the early goings of the fight, it looks like Rivera seems pretty relaxed, despite the fact that he took this fight on short notice. Seems to really be have a plan and seems to be able to execute it.
Well, because of his boxing style, which is a move around boxing style, he's not used to getting hit. He doesn't like to get hit. The only time he's really getting hit is when he's mounting an attack, when he's in punching distance.
Before Angulo's people accepted Rivera, I don't think they will accept an opponent Angulo's team, unless they believe that the fighter is game and will mix it up at some point, that Angulo won't have to hunt him down the entire fight. And Rivera right now is throwing a little wrench in those plans by not standing in front of Angulo yet and trying his best to avoid extended exchanges.
Rivera has had some success with what we just saw there. Good chopping right hand on the shorter Angulo.
And what Angulo can't really afford right now is Rivera really touching him with that jab or touching him with any punches, because the only thing he's going to do is make that cut a little bit worse.
Well, Rivera's had some decent success here being first. Left hand, right hand over the top from Angulo. And Rivera comes right back with a combination.
You've seen now in consecutive fights with Angulo his vulnerability. He's vulnerable to cuts against Serkin in his last fight. We saw here on Boxing After Dark, and now Cosme Rivera, and that is cause for concern.
Good counter right hand by Angulo. One of his better punches of the fight.
Rivera
Shoots the left inside as well, does Angulo. Digs a right hand to the body as well. Left-right combination struck the head of Rivera. Right hand bounces off the forehead.
Angulo, even here in a kind of quasi-desperation mode, is placing his punches well. He doesn't simply swing wildly. He's an accurate, damaging puncher.
Good body work by Angulo.
Also notice after